And we have some breaking news that's coming in now. According to media reports, United States President Joe Biden may cancel his post-G7 Asia tour amid the debt crisis. Now, the three-day summit starts Friday, and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has said that the United States could default on its debt as soon as June 1 if lawmakers fail to raise the amount of money the U.S. can borrow to pay its debts. A default on the nation's debt could send the economy into a recession, and the stock market could also tank. The nation's unemployment rate could spike, and borrowing costs for businesses and everyday Americans would rise. Now remember, Joe Biden flies to Japan on Wednesday for the G7 summit, but media reports say that subsequent stops in Papua New Guinea and Australia have been scrapped to deal with the domestic standoff over raising U.S. borrowing limits. So we're getting this breaking news that U.S. President Joe Biden may cut back a major upcoming trip to Asia and will return to Washington early for talks to avert a potentially catastrophic debt default. And this is as per White House. Now let's listen into what White House National Security Council Coordinator John Kirby has to say on this.
I didn't say he was canceling part of his trip.
No, but you said you're reevaluating.
I said we're reevaluating, but we've made, there's not been a cancellation as yet, but that could happen. We'll see where it goes. I think, to get to, I think the gist of your question is, the president often has to make tough decisions about how and where he's going to spend his time. And as I think we've also made clear, Karine has made clear a gazillion times up here, how seriously the president takes this priority about defaulting on the national debt. But if the trip gets truncated or changed or modified in any way, it should be nothing more than a statement of the president putting his priorities where he believes they need to be.